We're going to do a quick video showing how the Roku is hooked up. As you can see, I've got it stuck to the top. I use a very soft double-sided tape just to hold it in place, but you can rest it on the counter if you want. So let's take a look at the side and the inputs. All right, so here's the side of the TV. Keep in mind, this TV, while it's maybe a hair smaller than an Edge class chip, the ports and the buttons are all the same. So what you can see here, the white cable is an Ethernet cable that is their cable Celebrity has connected to the TV. Right above it, you can see you've got 3 HDMIs. I just have plugged into HDMI 1. And then up at the top, you've got a USB. I use that for powering my device, so I don't have to run any cables anywhere else. So you can see I've got HDMI and USB and just going right up to the top, plugged into my Roku. All right, now we're going to talk about changing the source now that you have your device hooked up. The problem is that while the TV remote does have a source button, if I press it, it does nothing. And this is where I think a lot of people seem to think that you can't change the source without some magic trick or calling into guest relations. There's also a menu button on the remote, but that also does nothing. So what we need to do is we need to get out of this hotel menu and into the native menu for the TV. And the way we could break through to that is with the sleep button. So you'll see that if I press the sleep button on the remote, I get the sleep menu. This is the native Samsung sleep menu. I don't have to set the sleep timer, but just having this on the screen gets me into the native TV controls. So once again, because that timed out, I'm going to press sleep. And as soon as I do that, I can press source. Once the source menu is up, I can simply scroll over. And once I click HDMI 1, my Roku is now on the TV. All right, so now let's assume that for some reason, either you don't have that remote or you can't get the remote to work. There is one more way to change the source on this TV. If we go to the bottom right corner and look underneath, you'll see this little bump here, okay? This is the sensor for the TV remote, but right under it is a button. And if I press this button one time, you can see the menu for the TV comes up. And if I continue to press this, and I get to source, and I simply hold it for a second, it changes to the next available source, which is my Roku, which is plugged into HDMI 1. So you can see I've got 2 different ways to access the source and get my device on the screen.